Should you believe it or not? So
That's the crux.
now, if this is true, what I'm saying to you, should you care? No, should you care if there is a hellfire? Should you care?
Yes.
Right, so that's why you should care. So what I'm going to show you now is why I believe there's a hellfire.
Yeah, that's the important bit.
Right. Well, we get there, don't worry. All right. Rewind. Okay, so where were we? Was that everything that we know begins to exist requires a cause? You concede that, yes?
Well,
Not necessarily conceding it, you just accept it.
Well, we don't know for certain, but yeah.
Right. Do you believe the universe began to exist?
Not necessarily.
You believe it didn't begin to exist?
We don't know.
No. Do you know? Well, we just said everything begins to exist requires a cause.
No, you did.
All right, so you just accepted that, though?
No, I didn't.
You don't believe that everything begins to exist?
When I started to talk about things outside the universe, you didn't
No.
do that.
Things we know of that begin to exist.
Know of it. That's
no, but the things we do know of.
But we don't.
All right. So right now, you don't believe the universe began to exist.
We don't know.
Right. I believe the universe began to exist.
I know you do. Sorry. But
Is that?
say that.
All right. Okay. Well, let's make it easy now. I believe the universe began to exist. Is that an irrational position to hold?
It could be.
Prove it.
Well, you're making assumptions about time. You know what the universe.
No. I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Right. So if you want to say my belief in a universe beginning to exist is delusional.
I didn't say it was delusional.
Right. If it's unreasonable.
It might be.
Prove it.
I don't need to prove it.
Well, it's a claim.
I don't need to.
Well, you're making the claim.
You're making the claims.
No, I'm saying my belief.
I know, fine.
Okay, I'll make it easy for you. If I say...
What's that got to do with me?
Because you're asking me about my beliefs, isn't it?
I'm enjoying the conversation.
Right, alhamdulillah. So I'm saying to you, if I believe the universe began to exist... Listen, because look, all we're trying to establish here is my belief irrational or not, yeah?
Okay, that's what you want to do, sure.
Are we not all trying to establish here then?
I was just enjoying the conversation. I wasn't really establishing anything. I threw questions at you.
Okay, what I'm going to do now, unfortunately, I'm just going to use you, all right? You don't mind, do you? Because you don't really care. But there are people watching who do care. And the people thinking like you, but actually think a little bit deeper than you, and actually do think about their old age and what's going to happen to them in their old age.
I refute that, but you carry on. I don't think they think a bit deeper than me, but you carry on.
Well, clearly they do.
In your mind.
Well, I can bring you 7 people who just embraced Islam in the last 4 weeks because of what I've just said.
Great. I'm sure there are many.
100 that's denied it. That just gone to university, got educated through lectures and found out that evolution's real and basically...
So say it again. Sorry, say that again.
I'm saying I could bring you thousands of people that have left Islam.
All right. Do you think it's easier to leave Islam or join Islam?
I would say it's a lot harder to leave it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why is that hard?
Because you've got to question everything that the book's written and debunk it.
All right. I chose Islam. You left Islam.
Yes.
Why was it harder for you than me?
Because just believing is...
I didn't just believe. Why did you become a Muslim? Where are you from?
I was born a Muslim.
Where are you from?
I'm a Turk.
You're Turkish. That's the same.
I was born a Turk.
Okay.
I didn't have a choice of...
Ataturk did a number on your country, so I don't blame you.
I'm going to be straight with you. Ataturk did a number on a lot of people, and so did our pashas, yeah? But just because he did that does not really...
No, but that can result in your...
Straight with you. Just because he did...
You're Turk. You're Turk.
England did a lot of things that...
You're Turkish. Were you born here or born in Turkey?
I was born in Turkey.
All right. So let's just establish a few things. I'm an Englishman and I'm born here.
Yeah.
Right. You're a Turkish man born in Turkey.
Yeah,
and how old was you when you left Islam?
17.
17?
Yes.
How old are you now?
47.
Subhanallah, 30 years. Okay. I embraced Islam when I was 27, and I'm 45 this year now. Alhamdulillah. So right now...
I'm asking you one thing now. I'm kind of anticipating that you went through a bit of a shitty part of your life, and then you encountered Islam.
Okay.
Do correct me if I'm wrong.
All right. I'm not a Christian. And listen.
To rephrase that question.
I know exactly your question. I'll explain to you. I'll explain it to you. No. Well, I'll explain why I said that. Yeah. When I speak to any Christian and I ask them why they believe the Bible's reliable. Yeah. Well, I ask them why they believe the Bible's reliable. They always talk about some. No. Listen. When I ask them why they believe the Bible is reliable, they always go to some testimony where they were having a hard time in their life and Jesus saved them. Now, honestly, all right. No, I'll explain something to you. I embraced Islam when I was 27, okay? Listen.
Mind me asking why?
I'm going to explain to you. I embraced Islam when I was 27. And we have to go there now, innit?
No, please.
I've done this conversation 3 times.
I'm kind of guessing it's something to do with prison.
I want to be used.
I was going to get used. All right. Oh, okay. So what you're saying now, your assumption is this, that I embraced Islam because I was at a low ebb in my life and I needed some kind of social cohesion religion to belong to.
I tried.
I needed something to connect to, and so I chose that, and I embedded myself in the Muslim culture, and they fed me curry, and I loved it. Yeah.
Possible. A lot of people.
All right.
have.
Do you know how many people have that delusion?
I'll be honest with you. I've been in prison and I've seen that delusion carry on.
All right. Well, okay.
Every day.
First thing, what you've just said now isn't delusion. I'll tell you why people in prison embrace Islam, yeah? Because...
to be part of a gang.
No.
I'm telling you.
Well, I said I'm going to tell you.
Go on.
All right, thank you. See, when someone's in prison...
Yeah, they're low, lonely.
Am I going to tell you or what?
Go for it. I'm just...
It's not like Family Fortunes gets the top 5 answers. Let me explain to you. All right.
Normally they are, right.
All right. When people are in prison, when you're in prison and all the distractions are away from you...
Like what? Women, drugs?
Yeah.
How many women do you get in prison?
Okay. Talking about daily, everywhere you go. It's openly. You are in prison, you can bring women to your cell and the guards let you bang. No, of course not. All right. I'm not interested in the one that is the exception that proves the rule. Yeah. Okay, that's all it is. All right. The point here is this. When you're in prison, you're going to look around you and think, my life ain't doing good for me here. Yeah? Because the way you've lived your life, the guidance you've adopted, the surroundings you put yourself in, has put you in prison, right? So when someone's at their lowest ebb, they realise that their way of life isn't working for them, then other way of life become an option. Because people become Christian in prison, obviously, as well. Okay.
Very rarely.
Right. But what happens, because the difference between Christianity and Islam offers you a way of life that if you adopt it...
They offer you money in your account.
If you... are you trying to claim people...
No, I'm telling you facts, my brother. I don't think you somewhat realise that is how it's happening.
All right. Let me boil this down to you, right?
Yeah, please do.
When I embraced Islam, I've never been in prison in my life. I've never been in prison in my life.
Are you sure?
100%.
Because I kind of remember you telling on a previous post that you had.
Me?
No. That's for someone
Me?
else.
Someone else, isn't it? All right.
Me?
He was a bit of a hooligan.
I mean, unless there's another guy that's got a ginger beard.
Me? I've never been in prison, mate.
Brother, all right, go on.
First thing, I've never been addicted to drugs either. And I've never been an alcoholic. I've never been a gambling addict.
Mate, you're now lying, because I now do remember that.
No, there's a difference between addiction, which means you're dependent on it, and I wasn't. I enjoyed it.
He wasn't in prison.
So there's a difference between gambling, isn't there, and being dependent on gambling that you have to go to.
There's also a difference to being self-delusional. You're
whoa,
telling me you spend a good percentage of your money on gambling?
No.
He's much better at this than I am.
Well, not really. He's made so many false accusations, so many false assumptions.
He's holding his own.
Well, not really. I'll tell you why you're not, and I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you why I am.
All right.
I'll tell you why I am.
I'll tell you.
Because you know what? There's the one thing that I love talking about.
I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Now let's go back to
No. I'll tell you why you're wrong. I'll tell you why you're wrong. See, you've got this assumption that the only people who become Muslim are either in prison or have had a shit life, yeah?
Basically.
Done. Okay. I'll say to you that when I embraced Islam, I was a mortgage advisor, I had my own finance company, yeah? I had a girlfriend of 6.5 years and 2 beautiful daughters. Yeah?
Beautiful.
No problems, mate.
Brilliant.
No problem. Islam cost me all of that.
Great.
Right. No, it's not great. It proves you wrong, mate. First thing. So I was the opposite of what you said. I'm the antithesis.
So how did you lose something that had everything? You had the 2 kids, you had this big financial company.
It's very simple. You're going to just rocket science.
Let's hear the story of that.
Okay, my girlfriend.
Allahu Akbar, and boom, it just.
Okay, my girlfriend didn't want to be a Muslim, or my daughters to grow up as Muslims.
Right.
I didn't want to deal in interest anymore because I became Muslim, so my business went. My father was my business partner. I didn't want to deal in interest anymore. I was a mortgage advisor. Okay, I was the heartbeat of my company with my father as my partner. When I pulled out of the company, obviously I lost relations with my father. So
and the interest, the money, yeah?
It wasn't about money, for God's sake. So anyway, my life doesn't revolve around material possessions, my friend. If that was the case, I would never become Muslim and hold on to my stuff, wouldn't I? All right, anyway.
You're pretty tagged up with your possessions.
I like football casual design, that's me, innit? Everyone has a dress sense.
Just making these claims that I'm looking, I'm going, well, it's a bit of a contradiction, but hey.
No. Why is that a contradiction?
My dear fellow, you just said, just moments ago, that you're not really into all these...
No, you looked at the material possessions I would have lost becoming a Muslim, because you said all the interest you've lost, as if I cared about that.
But you just said that you did.
No, I didn't.
You became a Muslim.
I said I had to stop doing the business.
Brother, you're not really good at keeping your story. I mean,
which part of my story did I not keep?
The bit that you left religion religion. You joined religion and lost your business because you weren't happy dealing with interest.
I didn't say that either.
No, you did.
I tell you what, I didn't say that. I said to you.
Oh, brother, I can see by your beard that you're one of
Okay,
them.
I didn't say that.
Yes, I'm one.
So here's the thing, you see, brother. Oh, what's that? Listen. If you're going to quote me, quote what I say.
No, that's what you said.
No, I didn't.
No, you
Shall I say it again to you?
My brother, when you get home, you're going to go, oh my God, I did actually say that.
Shall
Please,
I say it again because I did say it?
Again.
Shall I say it again because I said it?
Go on.
Oh, okay, I said
What's
to
your
you.
name anyway?
Hamza.
Hamza. Hassan.
Hassan, how you doing?
Good.
Right. Here's what I said to you. When I embraced Islam, because in Islam, one of the guidance from God Almighty is do not deal in...
You lost your